Hi everybody, welcome back as another episode in our isolation swing tip series, and we're going to be covering putting today. Very simple little drill you can do to sort of see exactly what sort of spin you're putting on the golf ball. We're going to be using a ball that we're going to colour half white, half black, so we can really see what that ball is doing as you're striking it and through its roll. And hopefully we can improve your putting. Okay, so with putting, obviously it's very difficult to see exactly what that ball is doing to the naked eye. We can do a lot of sort of like launching of the golf ball. We can actually put backspin on the golf ball. We can obviously put side spin on the golf ball. We know through striking irons and drivers, strike on the club face can influence like gear effect and draw spin, fade spin, and the same will apply with a putter, believe it or not. Even though it's not traveling that fast, the ball's not going like 160 odd miles an hour, obviously, you know, we can still get that ball to jump offline and also get to put side spin on the ball. So really important is strike with a putter. So to help us see really what is happening with the golf ball without having a putter launch monitor, so to speak, is we're going to colour half the ball black. So just a simple Sharpie pen, draw a straight line all the way around the golf ball and then colour it all in black. So we've got half white, half black, and then we're going to position the ball, strike it, and then we can really sort of see what sort of spin we're putting on that golf ball. Both forward spin, or hopefully less side spin, but also forward spin as in side on, and also back spin. Okay, so we're going to start off with the line being vertical, so obviously the white and black line being in a vertical position in relation to our target. So I've got a state-of-the-art hole set out here, which is actually some wallpaper stripper tube, about the size of a golf ball. So I'm going to use that as my sort of target. Obviously got my golf ball here, so I'm going to get that lined up straight. Now this surface I'm on here isn't perfect putting surface. It is an AstroTurf. The grass is a little bit long, it's a little bit bumpy, so it won't obviously have the pace of a normal putting green, but it's going to give me an idea as I strike it. When we first see that flight, not the flight of the ball, when we first see that roll of the ball, we're going to see how those colours, we should obviously see them stay in their place, so we're just going to see that line stay vertical as it rolls. If it starts to wobble, obviously then we've tilted the ball, haven't we, or we've knocked that ball offline, whether that's through a misstrike or through coming across of the golf ball, we can instantly see it. Okay, so let's just hit a few putts to start with to that target. As I say, this isn't the fastest of putts I've got here, but we're going to see a little bit of idea of this roll. Obviously you get that line on the ball, that black and white line, split of the colours through your line of your putter, so it's going to help a little bit with making sure you're lining the ball in the sweet spot of your putter. If you've got an alignment aid on the top of the putter, of course. Let's have a go with this first one. Okay, that wasn't too bad, just broke left on me right at the end there. Had a little bit of a wobble on the lines there, you may have seen. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what can influence how that ball might sort of lose its shape as it's going through its actual roll. Obviously the swing direction, like you would do with an iron, you might have that sort of slightly out to in sort of strokes. You might be sort of coming across the ball a little bit. Obviously that's going to impart that sort of fade spin, cut spin on the golf ball. Again, it's not going to get that ball end over end sort of roll on it. It's going to be sliding along the ground a little bit. Vice versa, if we get a little bit too much sort of that in to sort of out direction, again it's going to do the opposite spin. So ideally if we can get that more sort of square, slightly inside to square, that natural sort of arc that we're going to sort of try and create, and then that's potentially going to help to get that ball rolling end over end sooner and hopefully stay on its intended target line. So let's just give you a little example here, maybe what happens to the golf ball as we make that slightly out to in sort of strike, and we'll see what happens to the two colours as we do that. Okay, so quite an exaggerated stroke there. You can see straight away the colours completely switched over. There's no continuation of that line rolling end over end. They sort of switched and they sort of ended up probably going side on at that point. Okay, so there we go. There's sort of seeing how the ball would trying to get the ball to roll that way. So that's obviously more swing sort of direction that can dictate that. But what happens if we go more sort of side on now? We're hitting the ball this way. How does the ball roll? Does it jump? Does it spin backwards? And again, with the two colours here, you can really see instantly what's happening with this golf ball as it comes off the club face. So probably what I want to try and do here is maybe with a smartphone is put it in a slow-mo mode, get it sort of side on, and then you can sort of film the ball rolling through that, probably that first 12 to 18 inches of its sort of journey, and see exactly what that ball's doing. gives you some really good feedback whether you're delivering a bit too much loft. Again, we can always sort of then go and look at technique a little bit and seeing exactly how that ball is going to come off the club face. Okay, so you can see now we've got our target over there. So we've now got the colours or the line pointing sort of away to the side. So we've got the white pointing to the actual target as opposed to just the line of the colour. So we're just switching the ball around a little bit, and then what you can maybe just do, I've got my iPhone here on slow-mo mode, and you can see in a position here where it's going to capture the ball as you strike it, and then quite a bit of its first journey as it goes along there. Obviously, if you haven't got a tripod like I've got here, you can just rest your phone up against an object. It'll do exactly the same thing. Okay, and then we're just going to make a stroke to our target. Obviously, got the film rolling on the video rolling on our phone. Oh, that's quite a nice putt, just hold it there. Okay, so we're going to have a little look now and see how that ball actually rolled. As you can see, you've got the line now pointing towards the camera. Okay, so you can see there, surface isn't quite perfect that I'm on, so you can see that just jumped a little bit, just coming out of the grass. It's just settled into a little bit there, but you can see the black starts to go forward, rolling there. And you can see it starts to roll end over end, and we're pretty much seeing the same sort of colours staying on the ball as it goes past the sort of camera. You can see the half the colours pretty much still in view, aren't they? Half white, half black. Right, okay guys, so there we go. There's a good little drill to sort of do half ball black and see half white, and just see exactly how that ball's rolling. It tells you a lot about your stroke, whether you're coming across it. Obviously you can do a little bit of filming yourself using the slow-mo camera there for the face on view to see how the ball's rolling. Is it jumping? Is it spinning backwards? Is it going forward? So it can tell you a lot about what's happening through the stroke and how your connection on the putter is actually a good thing or a bad thing. Okay, so what you can do at home, obviously if you haven't got AstroTurf out in the back garden like this, you can obviously do it indoors on carpet. It's probably a little bit better on carpet, to be honest. A little bit bumpy on this particular surface, but it does still give you the right idea as you're striking it of what those colours are going to be doing and how you're delivering that putter to that golf ball. Okay, post comments down below, let me know your thought on that particular drill there. It's quite a good one to sort of use. I use that quite a lot in my coaching sessions actually on putting greens there, which is very simple but very effective. You can really sort of see, and sometimes with putter fitting as well, seeing how that ball is actually sort of rolling off the club face. Again, loft can obviously play a big part of that also. Okay, appreciate you watching the videos as always. If you're enjoying the content, you're enjoying this little series I'm putting out there, then obviously subscribe if you haven't done so. If you've enjoyed it, share it around, hit the thumbs up, and hopefully we'll catch you tomorrow for another swing tip.